Hi Sara, how are you doing?
Not good. I have to write a paragraph for class, and I often find myself with too much to say and end up with a hodgepodge of long, wordy sentences that sound awful. Like this. I recently moved back to a place with many mountains. I think there were some volcanoes in the area that were very active a long time ago. It is not usually dry, but it is in a city near the sea. Some places are not safe to swim in the ocean, but there are other places you can go if you feel a need to go on an adventure. For those who want to have more knowledge, there are famous places downtown that are important in history. The city also hosts many interesting festivals from the region and is well worth a visit. How can we make this paragraph less wordy and easier to read?
We can make this paragraph flow better and be less wordy because words can be changed into adjectives by adding suffixes. We can transform some words from a paragraph into adjectives.
Here are some examples with suffixes. A lot of letter placed after the word. These suffixes can change nouns into adjectives to make sentences less wordy. For example, we can use AL, which means relating to or like, and then we have words like proportional, environmental, and global.
We also have ABLE, which means able to be, and here we have words like sustainable, believable, and questionable. We can also use the suffix IC. It means pertaining to or relating to, and it forms words like volcanic and photographic.
We can also use Y, which means made up of or characterized by, and get hilly or muddy. Also we have OUS, which means full of or having the qualities of, and form words like mountainous and adventurous.
So we can use suffixes to change the sentences.
So a place with many mountains can be a mountainous place.
A person with a lot of knowledge could be a knowledgeable person.
Instead of saying it is impossible to have belief in this, you can say this isn't believable.
So let's take a look at your original paragraph and see what changes we can make. The first sentence says, I recently moved back to a place with many mountains. How can we make this better?
We can change that to I recently moved back to a mountainous place.
Sounds much better. Then we have, I think there are some volcanoes in the area that were very active a long time ago. How can we make this second sentence better?
We can change it to I think there was a lot of volcanic activity in the area a long time ago.
Sounds great. Then we have, it is not usually dry, but it is also in a city near the sea. How can we improve this sentence?
It'll be better if we change it to it is rainy, but it's also in a coastal city.
Alright, sounds good so far. Then we have, some places are not safe to swim in the ocean, but there are other places you can go if you feel a need to go on an adventure. That's a very wordy sentence. How can we make that better?
We can change it to some places are dangerous to swim at, but there are other places that you can go if you feel adventurous.
Much better. Then we have, for those who want to have more knowledge, there are famous places downtown that are important in history to visit. Another very wordy sentence. How can we make this one better?
We can say for those who want to be more knowledgeable, there are famous historical places to visit downtown.
Much better. We are almost done. The last sentence says, the city also hosts many interesting festivals from the region and is well worth the visit. How can we change that?
We can change it to the city also hosts many regional festivals and is well worth the visit.
I hope we were able to help you, Sarah.
Yes, I think I have a better idea of what I want to write now.
Remember that practice makes perfect.